I know I just did my 150 subscriber views video like earlier today, but I went and I looked on and I have over 200 views, so I have to do a 200 views like I promised. So I'm gonna do 3 stories where autism has actually helped me in something that I wanted to do. The first is going to be from 2 weeks ago. I decided I was going to write fan fiction. Fan fiction where the main character from a story that I chose, Young Justice and Robin, was going to be autistic. I didn't find this difficult at all. In fact, it went from story concept to 7,000 words typed and ready to put on the internet within 5 hours. I went through 7 chapters in 5 hours. I've heard stories about writers on the internet who say that they're only able to write 50 words a day. And this has never really been a problem for me. If I sit down and write, it happens. My fingers fly across the screen as I type and I type and I type. Or my fingers fly across the paper as I write and I write and I write. Also, because I was writing the story, I came up with a new story idea, Bats on the Spectrum, where the entire bat family was autistic along with another problem as well. You guys already know about this. But I was able to write half of the first episode of The Batman in an hour. It didn't take too long, really. I got through about, I'd say 3,000 words. Didn't count. In an hour. And then half an hour later, I had the first 1,000 typed. And the next day, I had concept art down. In fact, I have a piece of it right here. This is what I see as Batgirl if she's within my story. She's a lot more menacing because in the group, she's the interrogator. She can read people like a book, where Batman and Robin have difficulty reading people, so she has to be the one to interrogate. And because of that, she is a lot more menacing. She also has a device on her mouth that allows her to speak. I was able to visualize all that because I'm a visual thinker. I can visualize things easily. I also have concept art for Robin and Batman, though those costumes haven't changed quite as much. I was able to do this because of a symptom of autism known as hyperfocus. This is a symptom, but it's also a great plus of autism. People with autism are able to easily focus. Another time autism has helped in my life is within math learning. I'm able to think of patterns so easily. I can think visually, and because of that, patterns just appear out of whatever I'm looking at. I can look at the computer screen and I can pick out, say, YouTube videos. I can pick out what is popping up in my screen and why. It's quite easy. And math problems are super easy for me. And because of this, I actually got into a pre-calculus class in high school. I had difficulty with the crowd in the pre-calculus class, but once I got moved to a separate classroom, I had a pretty easy time and finished the work early. Once again, because of hyper-focus, I was able to get the work done quickly and move on. And I spent that time in the separate classroom actually helping my teacher with her homework. She was tutoring someone in a lower math class than me, but did not know how to do the work, so I helped her with it. I was a tutor for a teacher. And I need a third story. Let's see. This comes with the first book I ever wrote. It's currently on DeviantArt. It's called Heart of Green. Because I'm a visual thinker, I was able to come up with an entire world. First time I've ever done that. I could close my eyes, and in my head, I saw everything. There was a map laid out. I was standing in front of the main character's house. I was the main character, and I could walk through the world and picture what she does and how people react to her. And through this type of thinking, where I'm exploring the world around me, I was able to come up with my first story. Ever since then, I've been writing, and even before that, I drew characters and had thoughts in my mind on their stories. Honestly, I can't think of a time for a long time that I haven't at least thought about the characters in a story. There are times when I'm unable to link them together into stories, but never had a time where I didn't have something that if I put time and effort into it, I could link into a story. Okay, and I know I said 3, but I'm actually going to do 4 since this video is looking a little short. This comes with my YouTube channel. I was able to connect to people, even though it's not a lot of people yet, and able to tell them things about autism. I'm able to be a voice for people who don't necessarily have a voice. I'm very articulate and I'm able to be very social. And because I'm autistic and I understand the perspective of being autistic, I'm able to speak for people who can't necessarily speak for themselves. I'm able to say things that are able to help them and make their lives easier. I'm able to make videos on where to buy headphones. I'm able to spread awareness and compassion. Even if it's just to the select few groups of people that watch me. I'm hoping to expand my YouTube channel even more so that I can reach even more people. Being autistic, while many see it as a deficit, has been a great factor in my life. I love the fact that I'm autistic. I love the fact that I'm able to visualize things in my mind better than other people. I love the fact that I can do math quite easily. I love the fact that I'm able to make videos for you guys. I love the creativeness that comes with a visual mind. And I love the fact that I'm part of a community that understands what it's like to be different and has a whole different perspective on the world than the people who are neurotypical. I love the fact that I'm able to bring just a little more representation into the world for people with autism and people with disabilities. I will be making more videos like this in the future. Next video, I am going to be talking about a documentary that I watched called Aspies. I actually have PDD, not Asperger's, but if I had to say which autistic other than PDD which I'm closest to, it would have to be Asperger's. But I don't quite have the same social problems that many of them do. So, But I love doing this YouTube channel, and I hope it will continue to grow. Leave a comment, subscribe, and tell me, and I'll follow you back. But please put a link to your YouTube channel. I've been having trouble getting onto yours. Follow me on Wattpad, and I'll follow you back and look at some of your works. Follow me on Twitter, and I'll follow you back. Oh, and when the 300 views come about, which probably in a few weeks, I'll be doing another video like this. Well, signing off, Autistic Nation!